Hello and welcome to a little brain fart video idea of mine. I last night just watched a movie, which probably none of you remember, called I, Robot, with Will Smith. I just wanted to talk to someone about it. I keep doing this, I keep watching these old films from fucking years ago, and because I remember watching them when I was younger, and I just wanted to see what my thoughts now would be, this being one of them. Like movies that aren't really search for the worst worthy. Thought I'd put this on Jar Media, might be a cool series we could start. Me and Ruben or something could watch movies that you recommend in the comments. We'll see what the reception to this is, but I watched this movie, I, Robot. I remember liking it when I was young, 2004. So I would have been 10 when it came out. So you don't have much of a critical mind when you're 10 years old. And I do remember liking it, and it has a 7.1 on IMDb, which, doesn't mean much. It just means that the IMDb community enjoy the movie. My initial reaction after finishing it was, wow, that was much worse than I remember it being. My voice is really fucking deep right now. I don't know why. So 35% of people give it a 7. But yeah, the story is of Will Smith, who's he's a cop, surprise, surprise, who's sort of wrapped up in this world where robots are, in 2035 it looks like, where robots are sort of like helpers, slaves, effectively, that do all the shit that you don't want to do. Like the dishes or the cooking and stuff. And there's this plot of corruption and intrigue or whatever. I'm a sucker for anything that has robots in it, as you may or may not know. So the premise was always interesting to me. It tickled my bollocks and made me gleeful at the idea. I don't know who this director is, Alex Proyas. Let's look at his history. Oh, okay. Not the greatest director. A lot of shit, actually. Knowing, a little sidetrack here, Knowing is one of the funniest, unintentionally funny movies. One of the funniest unintentionally, funny movies I've seen. It's just... Maybe we'll have to do one on that, because it's fucking brilliant. Brilliantly bad. He doesn't have the best resume here. I think I, Robot's probably the best film on here that I've seen, at least. But yeah, I remembered liking it. I remember it being quite good, but it's actually quite shit, unfortunately. Sorry if you can hear Argy in the background biting something. Argy, don't. Come on, dude. But yeah, Will Smith is this sort of edgy cop who wears Converse. The whole first 3 minutes of the movie is dedicated to a Converse product placement, which, I wear them. I'm not really complaining. Come on, Argy. Argy, no, he's destroying the Jar Media sign. Okay, sorry about that. He was, the sign, I guess the sign fell down in the night and he was biting it. But yeah, he wears these Converse, he's got his jacket on. It's all quite edgy. The design of the robots, I remember liking when it first came out. Let's find it. It's this thing here. It's quite generic, really, in retrospect. I prefer the design of the old robots in the film. The CG is dated just horribly. You can see the product placement here. This car shit. I don't know anything about cars, but I think that counts as a product placement. They keep showing this car in the film. This actress here is god awful. All she does is cry, really, and just spout out exposition in a really generic and boring and uninteresting way. That's basically her only point in the movie. This character here, played by Alan Tudyk, is the best thing in the film, called Sonny. He's a robot with emotions. the film, the biggest problem with the movie is that it treats you like a fucking toddler. As in, it's constantly talking down to you, and it can't trust you enough to remember the most simple pieces of information. Like, the film starts with showing you the 3 robot laws or whatever. It goes through them slowly, gives you time to read them. The film starts with that. It's like 5 minutes dedicated to it, maybe a bit less. But then later on, there's this scene with Will Smith and her, and they break it down again. It's like a whole 5-minute scene dedicated to him being like, the first law is this, and she's like, yeah, but the second law is this, and he's like, but the third law is this, and it's like, god damn it, just, we understand the laws now. You don't need to break it down. And it's the same with every single plot point. Like, instead of it unfolding naturally in a satisfying visual way, it's broken down into one character like awkwardly stopping and then explaining the plot to you. I got lots of prequel vibes. I suppose it was around that time, 2004. I guess for 2004, it's not the worst looking movie. This character Sonny looks pretty good. I think that's the only character that looks good, though, the only CG character that looks okay. But like this scene here in particular with like 1001 of these robots look really bad green screen shit. The whole film is very green screeny, which I suppose is a shame. I mean, it's just ultimately quite a generic movie. I watched this film because that's the actor who plays Sonny. I watched this film because I watched I Am Legend a few weeks ago, which is better than this film. I've just been watching all these Will Smith movies, I remember. What the hell is going on here? I don't even know if any of these people are in the fucking film. I didn't really like it. So what the fuck? What's he doing here? I wouldn't say it's a great movie. I wouldn't say it's a good movie, even. It's a movie that exists. Shia LaBeouf is in it for a bit, which was weird. He's in about 2 scenes. He's like, well, he's not even credited here, it looks like. He's a generic character. Everyone's like so fucking boring, and the dialogue is awful. Will Smith has just this... He's trying his hardest. He's so charismatic and likable, but not even Will Smith can make some of this dialogue convincing, and it tries to be sort of funny and lighthearted at times, but it just falls completely flat on its fucking face. It really does. There he is. Shia LaBeouf. Actually, in his IMDb picture here, he doesn't look quite as mental as he normally does. But yeah, it's not a very good movie. Bit disappointed, because I remember sort of liking it. But yeah, it's horribly flawed. It was from this sort of time, wasn't it? I Am Legend, Hancock, just one after another sort of mediocre-ish films. Let me just check how much money it made. $120 million budget, and in the USA it grossed $144 million. I guess that's why there wasn't a sequel. Wasn't enough money. Can I have a quick look at the trivia before I end this video? No reshoots were required. That is something. Okay, so the car he drove was a concept Audi, which I do consider product placement, because a really glaring one, because they kept showing him driving it on the seats of the car. There were Audi logos everywhere. Yeah. For the character of Sonny, the accused robot, the effects team used the same process that was used to create Gollum. Okay, yeah. The action isn't particularly good because it's just so CG heavy. It's kind of fucking irritating after a while. Gollum looks much better than anything in this movie, because they actually filmed on locations and things. Yeah, it's horribly generic, forgettable. I wouldn't recommend it. And thanks for tuning in to this, my 12-year late review of iRobot. I just really wanted to talk about it because I keep watching fucking random films and wanting to talk to people about it. I think Jar Media is a good place for that, just to chuck these now and again. I mean, if Ruben's up for it, then yeah, we can every week or bi-weekly or whatever choose a movie to watch that's recommended in the comments, and then talk about it for 10 minutes or so. So in the comments, tell me what you think of this vid. Is it too fucking boring? Do you hate it? It's just with Jar Media, we want to sort of vary it up a little bit. Videos like this are quite fun because they don't require just a shit ton of editing from me. I can just sort of talk for 10 minutes, put the video up, and you guys can have something while other things are being worked on. And it's a little bit different, isn't it? So leave your suggestions for if you like the video, if you want to see more. I won't do more if you don't want it. And what other movies you'd like to see. I mean, don't be a fucking asshole about it. I watch enough bad movies as it is. I'd rather watch, middle of the road things like this, or actually good things. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you soon, baby.